these core activities, you will get yourself into momentum. It's just a matter of time. Okay? So the first core activity is social media post. So that can simply be a post that you make into your newsfeed, into your timeline, into your profile, into the stories, onto Instagram, into groups, as a recorded video, as a live video, whatever. Right? As soon as you've done it, just make a note. And I use a little tally chart. So, for example, I've got a black pen here, and I've got one on a piece of paper. So here, I just write a number 1. So I did 1 post, and then a number 2. Did 2 posts, and number 3. I did 3 posts, 4, 5. So I did 5 posts, so I can tell, right, well, on Monday, I did 5 posts. Maybe you want to make a note in the top here, so it's the 4th of June, right? Boom. Right? So I can just put at the top, 1. And then just when I do it the second day in a row, 2. Third day in a row, 3. And I create my own ministry. The second one is, how many strangers have you added? So my process is, and a lot of you guys will know this, but it's find, add, message. Right? Find. That's the process that I use, that's the process that I teach all over the world. And I highly, highly, highly recommend that you do the same thing. You find someone on social media. We're going to talk about that in depth inside the Inner Circle, right? Lead generation recruiting, duplicating. Okay? So you find someone, you add them, and then you message them. You message them with something that's telling them the reason why you're adding them. Now, if you haven't already done so, you can go get a copy of my book. There's links all over the place. You can ask me or whatever, but it's phrasesbook.com, and it's all covered in there. A lot of you guys already know it. Okay, so you add 2 strangers. So what do? You make a tally of it, right? I've added 2 strangers. Make a note on your little pad, right? In your downloadable version, in your Google spreadsheet, in your Google form, on a piece of paper, whatever it might be. But you have to track it, because if you track it, you can measure it, you can grow, you can improve, but you can also predict your future, and I can give you tasks and assignments to do based around that. The third one is, how many people have you lauded? How many people have you lauded? Now, Lord is an acronym. Lord. And all it stands for is location, obviously where do you live, occupation, obviously what do you do for a living, recreation, what do you do in your spare time, and D is for dreams. Now the D can be very difficult, right? It can be very difficult. So don't feel like you have to do it in order to move on to the next stage. If you feel like it's holding you up, right? So, let's say I've lauded 4 people today. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty straightforward. But guess what? Simple works, simple duplicates. Number 4 is, how many people have you asked the question, hey Bob, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on how to fire your boss? No worries if not, I just thought I would ask. So, once you've made a post, once you've added people or they've added you, once you've got to know them by lauding them, you then have to ask them a question to see if they'd be open to checking out what you've got. So you turn strangers into friends and you ask them a question and you arrange the appointment. So hey Bob, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on how you can travel more for less? No worries if not, I just thought I would ask. Hey Bob, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on a health product that completely changed the game for me? No worries if not, just thought I would ask. Hey Bob, just curious, would you be able to check out some more information on how you can spend more time with your family? No worries if not, I just thought I would ask. So let's say do that. By the way, guys, top tip, that's the key. The bigger the number is on that piece on that page, the bigger that number, the more money you'll make. The smaller it is, the less money you'll make. So let's say I do it 3 times. Okay? Now the 5th one, the 5th commandment, the 5th core activity is, how many people did you get to review a tool, event, presentation, or a one-to-one? Now, this is people who watch a video in your Facebook group. This is people who watch a Zoom presentation. This is people who watch a PowerPoint presentation. This is people who attend a one-on-one, a hotel meeting, a home meeting, a coffee shop meeting. How many? Very, very straightforward. We cover a lot more about what to share on those presentations inside the Inner Circle. But it's very simple. As soon as they do it, guess what? You make a note. So I got 2 people today. Let's just say. The 6th one, how many follow-ups have you done? So how many people have you followed up with who have seen the presentation? So this is, guys, these core activities flow. So I make a post, right? That's just my commitment that I do every single day on the social media platforms, in groups, on lives and stories, on the newsfeed, whatever it might be, right? I add people as well. So people add me, I add people. I'm in control of people who add me. So I'm in control of the people who I add. So that's what I make note of. How many people have I got to know? How many people have I lauded? It's the third one. How many people have I asked a question to? How many people have I got them to review a tool? Number 6, how many people have I followed up with? So, hey, what did you like best? What did you enjoy the most? What stood out for you the most? Oh, I like the products. I like the business opportunity. I like this. I like that. Great. So I have asked that to one person today. Great. Number 7. How many 3-way calls or 3-way messages have you done? Now, if you don't already know, a 3-way call is simply you, your prospect, and your upline or your supporter. That's it. So all you're doing is either it's on a call, depending on what's more suitable for you, your upline, and your prospect. You either do it on a call or you do it on an audio, like you do it in a message. Hey Bob, just wanted to introduce you to my incredible upline. He is awesome. He's helped me with this, and this. He's going to be one of your support partners, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Mr. Upline, I want you to get to know my friend Bob. We've recently connected on Facebook. He's incredible. He's going to crush it in this business. Just has a few questions. He's seen all the videos. Can you share your story, your beliefs, and your vision with Bob? Thank you. Now then, your upline, take over and help. If you need my help, right, if you don't have an upline, let me know, because all you need to do is find a crossline or a downline that can make it happen. I did 3-way calls with my downline, and I actually got better results than my upline. My upline was an 8-figure income earner. All right, so how many 3-way calls have we done? All right, well, I've done 2 today. Great. How many people said no? How many people said no? That is an exciting one to write down. So if someone says, you know what, it's not for me, no thanks. Make a note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had 7 no's today. Oh. How many new customers did you get? I didn't get any new customers. And how many new distributors did you get? Oh, I got 1 new distributor. That's it. Obviously, I don't need to cover about customers and distributors. Now I've got my form printed. Now I've got my form mapped out. It didn't take, obviously it took me, maybe 5 or 6 minutes to show this process for you because I'm training it. That will take no more than 3 minutes per day to do. But I'm telling you now, every time you do it, it can give you 3 hours of your time back in the future. Because if you know your numbers and if you know your team's numbers, incredible things happen. Because what I want you to do is at the end of every month, I want you to sit down, right, the first of the month, whatever it might be, I want you to sit down, I want you to add up all these numbers. And I want you to send me a very short, simple report to say, hey, Fraser, last month, in the month of June, I did 32 Facebook posts. I added 127 strangers. I did this. Let me know your numbers. I will then ask you, how much did you earn? And I'll be able to give you some numbers with simple math of what activities you need to do and track in order for you to increase your commissions by giving you better skills and by getting you to do the right actions. I am so freaking excited about that because I've done it to so many people around the world, thousands, and this is the only place where I'm able to do that to you personally. I'm super excited you're a part of the Inner Circle. I cannot wait for you to start tracking your numbers and go on your own winning streak. My dare for you is to go on a 100-day winning streak. It doesn't matter if you put zeros next to these numbers, right? Just make sure that the one thing you do to get your winning streak is that you tracked your numbers. That is how you create a winning streak. I'll see you on the next video, guys. I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you soon.